Place Hard Rock Stadium as two of the top 5 teams in the nation will face off. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the USC Trojans. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Trojans take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Flynn, this complete to the tight end Clay. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Flynn, Walker with a grab, left side. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Now here's a 1st and 10 for Miami. From the gun, Matthews. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Matthews, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Matthews. Right side catch, Gilmore. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was. The down it.
And how about this, a fake? And this is caught, and the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. The result there is the offense is going to come back on the field. A 1st down as they get 12 on the fake punt. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to, whatever the method there. It worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still first down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now a give right side. Eckert.
The ball carried by number 14.
And Charles, it still is kind of strange to look down there and think about Tommy Matthews handing the ball to his high school teammate who's now behind him at the running back position.
Yeah, and you have to just think to yourself, okay, what's the best way to maximize talent? And head coach Red O'Brien, well, he played both of them at quarterback last year, and now he says, let's get them both on the field at the same time. One of them has to accept that role. Tommy Matthews is the quarterback. As you said, handing off to his teammate, the Heartbreak Kids are back together. A little bit different role for them now in this season.
This is caught by Jackson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Matthews. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Touchdown, Miami.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. And we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The SC offense about set to take over here. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. And he lost the football. Charles loses it. And this is picked up by the defense.
Orlando Charles, the ball carrier.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Hurricanes add on to their advantage. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first.
Third down.
From the gun on third down. Flynn finding his target. It's Ward. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Here's 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
USC.
They'll run from the gun with Charles. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He's brought down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that. Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
The ball carrier.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On 2nd down now, it's Charles. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Got an open man. It's Washington. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Good. Makes the score.
Now that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He got 29 yards that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Matthews. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
The Miami punter out on the field. On presumably. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Throwing on 1st down. Flynn. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw again, Flynn. And he comes back with one complete. And it's a fumble. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Clay, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Throwing again. Flynn, and it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of
line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard.
At the 9-yard line.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down. Flynn. That's caught. Touchdown, USC. From 13 yards out. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now.
Extra point.
Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
The Hurricanes take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
14, Trojans 10.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Hurricanes now 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Matthews. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Matthews. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
From the gun, Matthews launching one for Henderson. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there on 3rd down. And even 60 yards. On 1st down, Matthews. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Hurricanes add on to their advantage. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The SC offense about set to take over here. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Now an inside handoff for Charles. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
On the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
1st down,
on 1st and 10. Flynn, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Flynn's pass intended.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On 3rd down, Flynn. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Complete to number 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A 1st down carry here for Charles. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Flynn. And he's going to go down. sacked right around the 17. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Makes the score.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Hurricanes take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw on second down, Matthews. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He's going to take another shot here. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? With the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Billy Jackson, 64 yards. And the Hurricanes add on to their advantage. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
25-yard line.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
And not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Trying to get it to Clay that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Flynn. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for...
No, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he locates Walker, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, Flynn. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball.
And he is in for a USC touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly, and that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Looking to throw. Matthews. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Benny Jackson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Hurricanes add on to their advantage.
For the extra point.
And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. And those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The SC offense about set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
Yes,
And on that one, the production just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
A game there of 30 big ones.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. And he's got this down to the 35.
To number 24.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
First down, USC.
Throwing on first down. Flynn. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw on second down. Flynn, throw left side, complete. That's Charles.
Complete.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Mike, 55. Check 55.
On first down, Matthews. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Matthews. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Billy Jackson, 47 yards. And the Hurricanes add on to their advantage.
The extra point.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Taken in the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. He's going to let it fly. That's caught. Touchdown, USC.
Complete.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
He's got it. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Hurricanes add on to their advantage.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point up and through, and that pushes the lead up to 23. So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin. At the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The SC offense about set to take over here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And Walker with it over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Flynn. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. A really solid performance against a ranked opponent as they add a big win to the left-hand column.
Game later on tonight. It has been truly amazing and truly inspirational to watch this amazing journey that these kids have been on from start to finish to this point, showing off their character, their grit, their determination, their heart has been on full display for all of us to behold. And I normally don't say this, but I, for one, will be a heartbreak kid in spirit as they take the field in this big game tonight.
Just one game remains in the college football season, and it promises, folks, to be one for the ages. The two top teams and the final collegiate appearance of the Heartbreak Kids as well here in the Big Easy for the College Football Playoff National Championship. It's the Florida Gators and the Miami Hurricanes. Here we go, the matchup we've been waiting for. Buckle in as we are off in the College Football Playoff National Championship from New Orleans. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Gators take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. This one up to about the 38. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.